So let's talk about a little bit more about the content creating. So Nike, your first YouTube video was July the 10th of 2013. Lil Debbie eating problem parody.
Bro.
Hilarious. Blaze, your first YouTube was the Commission Salesman Extended. Crazy hilarious. Nike, your first big viral hits, which I thought this was so freaking funny. Heat kills all germs. When you threw that lady on the grill,
Oh, wow.
I died laughing.
Wow.
Legit went 4.7 mil views.
I remember
Blaze, your first big viral TikTok was Kakashi stealing jutsu. Hilarious. 5.1 mil views. So can you guys talk about like your evolution of content creating? How did you guys get started to like, what do you guys like, how you got started with what you guys are doing and like, how did you evolve to what you're doing now?
And you plug the original YouTube. The original YouTube that you try to hide from everybody.
Life with Anime podcast.
That's hilarious.
I mean, if it bring more people here,
cool. Appreciate it.
But no, yeah. What Pete said, like the evolution, like you got started early on. You talking about 10 years on and off. You know what I'm saying, and not being a lot more consistent. Yeah, talk about that.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so like you said, the evolution of it. Crazy enough, like a lot of people know me for like the anime stuff now, but like you said, the commission salesman and stuff like that was nothing anime related. I didn't talk about anime or games that much, but like I would hint towards it. Like you may hear me reference it once in a while in a video or something like that, but originally I was just like, I was making normal skit comedy because to me, like I guess at that time, nobody was really making anime content in that aspect. I mean, like there was like Vader and then once in a while making like their type of videos, but not like if you look at my videos then and now, completely different. Yeah. But it was just like I was messing around after a while because, like TikTok came around, so I was doing the soundboards. And I think something happened where I think I was like making fun of Goku as a bad dad. Granted, Goku ain't that bad of a father, but we ain't gonna get into that subject right now.
But yeah, I do remember that video.
And so like people, that video started doing what I said. So people like when I started talking about anime, all right, cool. So it's like I was starting to mess around with the anime and eventually I think people like how I break down characters, like or fight scenes. Like I just clown, like I'm like, oh yeah, like with the with the Frieza and Goku, I was like, yeah, man. Pretty much blew up his friend, hair turned yellow, he just started slapping the hell out of me. Like they gonna be like, that's what happened.
That's it?
I'm like, that's pretty much happened. He threw a bomb, he said the planet was gonna blow up in 5 minutes. It was about 9 episodes that happened. Like so then it's like I was like, why don't I just start turning that into skits? Like why don't I turn that simplified version into a full like out skit? So that's when it started becoming like the anime phone calls or like how I'll do like the best characters where I'll break down something stupid about a character and have them argue and stuff like that. And then I did want to start, like if you notice now I'm trying to implement my skits more back into my anime content. That's why y'all starting to see like the skits now, like they're anime characters, like, but I'm acting out a scene and simplifying it in a goofy way. So like it's just constantly evolving. It's like I wanted to like, cause it's like I love the anime phone calls and the best characters, but I didn't feel like I got to fully do the skits that I still like enjoyed deep down when I started everything. Yeah. So it's like just implementing all that throughout time is just the evolution of how I went from there to pretty much now with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Myself, wow. So you were talking about the video from 10 years ago. Oddly enough, when I was in high school, there was a contest. It was a parody contest, and I wanted to join that contest. And I ended up getting second place for that video. There was a video.
There's no way.
I took it down.
Second place?
I'm so glad I did. That video was so embarrassing.
No, like, I need to see that, bro.
So, like, it was, I shot that on a very old camera, by myself, like, it was so cringy, but the song is still up. I kept the song up because I'm like, I did make the song, and I did all that by myself. Fruity Loop Studio. I don't know if y'all know.
Man,
I know you know Fruity Loop Studio.
Yes,
I know you know Fruity Loop Studio. But I did all that with Fruity Loop Studios and a Rock Band mic, and I made the song, and yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. But I got second place in it. It was like something small, but even so that's why I was like off and on, because I didn't really know I wanted to do content back then. It was just like, I like music. Music was my first love. I was telling you that yesterday. Like, music was my first love. Like, I wanted to do music. I wanted to be an audio engineer. So I blended like music and video, and that's why I like Weird Al, or like I don't know if you know like Philip Hudson. You know Philip Hudson and Lampbo. Like they do parody. They used to do parody songs. I love that kind of stuff because you're blending two different worlds, and it's so creative because it can still sound like a produced Grammy level song, but you just, what are you really talking about? We're clowning. We joking. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hilarious. I love that. I love that concept. So anyway, so that's where I was off and on with that aspect, but I started doing skits I got around when these times, like when I started doing skits with y'all, and I was doing this mom bit too, like a long time ago, where she would be like, what are you doing? It's a long story. But I did this mom bit where I would dress up in a robe and put a wig on. And that was like my first type of, you know what I'm saying? That was my niche right then. And then after that, it was like, okay, I started doing videos at Mattress Firm because I still had a job, you know what I'm saying? And then we started incorporating skits. Man, fire up! What's your dumb ass? Yeah. And that was a Snapchat video. The first Smack Fire video I did was a Snapchat video, and I was just making fun of something that got took too seriously on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Don't hurt her or else what, you know what I'm saying? Everybody used to make stitches that out like I was serious, but anyway, so that was a Snapchat video I was just playing around, and I posted it on TikTok, and it went crazy. So that's where the Smack Fire chain started going with, you know, but it started with music, then it was like skits. Then after I moved back with my mom and they stopped coming around, it was like, I got to figure out, it was like, I'm going to be me and I'm going to just be different characters. And that's when I started coming up with the different characters and stuff like that, and like Pepsi and Coke. And thinking about like, how do different brands compare to each other? Like, how would you compare Pepsi and Coke? What if they argued? What would you say? Like, do you like Pepsi or do you like Coke? Like, what would you like better about Pepsi? What would you like better about Coke? And I'm just going to say what I'm thinking that everybody else is thinking. Or like Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. You ever see a Rite Aid commercial? I'm gonna say that, bro. You ain't even got no commercial, bro. You ain't got no motion to you. Like, you ain't even got no budget for a commercial. Like, I'm gonna say that. And then you talk about like CVS, like y'all the same thing. Like, you pretty much me, bro. I'm you. Like, who came out first? Okay, well I'm older than you. Respect your, like, you know what I'm saying. You just gonna make an argument out of everything. Yeah, and it's just like, that's how I generate that type of the content evolution. Like, grew that way. And then now I'm starting to try to blend like a cinematic feel to that same type, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm still growing. Every year I want to do something different. So now I'm focusing on, I'm still going to debate, but let's add some cinematic feel to it. Let's add a movie feel to it too. And I did a video with the Candies where I had a Mexican outfit on. And I pulled up in a little Mexican fit or whatever the case is. Like, I want to add like different energies and auras to these characters that I'm portraying, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at now. And eventually, like short films and you know, things like that. So
Yo, a little bit about the music. So, audio engineering, the Trident joint. Did you like audio engineer that?
So the first time I did, and the second time I took it to a guy and he mastered it. And then you know Paul Anthony from Full Force. Yeah. So he actually took it to his guy and had it mastered fully. So the first, like, I have 3 different versions of the song. The one that I did, and then the one that my producer did, and then I sent it to him, and then the one that he did, and then so.
Yo, that's.
And Paul Anthony, like, shout out to Paul. I love Paul. Paul's a great guy, man. Paul.
Both y'all, shut up!
No, bro, you good. Y'all good. Y'all good. We over here making fun of ourselves. We good. Y'all good. But you gonna see.
Oh no, I know. I can't wait because I heard a little bit of it. That's why I'm over here trying to concentrate. But y'all two over here,
we talking about ourselves. Like, y'all have your moment, bro. Y'all good. Y'all good. But
these music nerds.
Nah. But shout out to Paul though. Paul, like Paul works with so many different great people, and the fact that I was even able to work with him and be in the video, and like, he's just a great guy.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, now let's go too.
Wow.
Yeah, Goldilocks put that together. Mm-hmm. But yeah.